Hey guys, so we have a lot of news today. I think you guys probably saw all the new releases that came out, and that's only the start of it. There's so many things that are happening today, so I'm super excited to tell you guys about it. Let's address the elephants in the room. So obviously we have the post-call notes, the setup stats tracking. We have those new voices, and we have the seed phrases. There's a lot of new things that come out, and let me just go over those four real quick so you guys understand what they do. I'm going to be making like in-depth tutorials on all of these things in case you don't understand them. But in general, the seed phrase lets you customize the first line of every single script. The setup stats tracking allows you to see how many people actually booked calls with you or did another sort of action so you can track everything much better. The post call notes allows you to change the post call outcome webhook so you can customize what goes into that webhook and you can customize what goes into your CRM, what goes into your Zapier, what goes into everything that uses that webhook. And then the new voices are because they switch text to speech providers, and the voices are going to be better. Because I don't know if you guys saw, I'll link it right up here, but I demoed that Australian voice. That's actually the voice that was released today. So the woman had an Australian voice. And I got to test it before it was released to the public, but when it was released to everybody, like today, it got very glitchy because there was just too much scale. They couldn't handle the amount of scale that was on that voice. And because of that, I'm sure you guys noticed it was very slow the first like 12, 15 seconds. It just wouldn't say a word usually. And that's why right now they're actually going back to the old voices. And then tomorrow, hopefully, but who knows how long it will take, they'll be able to scale back up so that they can use these new voices. And when they are able to scale to the extent that they need to, they're going to implement the new voices again, and we're going to be set. Now, as for voices, the multilingual voice is going to come out in about 1 to 2 months. That's what I heard. So that's going to be able to talk in the accent of like every single language. So that is going to be huge, especially when they go international. Oh, and I also forgot they rolled out live transfers, which is huge. So I'm gonna make a tutorial on that, but that allows you to pick up the phone, right? Your agent is calling somebody, is talking, is talking, is talking. Once it qualifies them, once it knows that they're actually a good lead for you, then it's gonna transfer them to a real life human agent. So you're gonna be able to make it so that this human agent can close them, but they don't have to go through that whole beginning process, and it can save you a lot of time and a lot of money. In the future, back to the multilingual bot, they're going to be able to clone your voice. So that's not soon. The multilingual is going to come out before that, and I already said that's 1 to 2 months. But it's based off 11 labs now, I'm pretty sure, and because of that, they're going to be able to clone your voice in not too long. And actually, this guy named Ed Middlebrooks, I'm just saying it was him because he was very helpful during one of the calls I had today, and he was talking about how we need to have this ability to choose between thousands of different voices, because if we are using 11 labs, which I'm 99% sure that we are, there are so many voices we can use, and we need to be able to do that. So I really hope they're going to add like a little drop down soon where we can just search up different voices that we want and use them for different scenarios. Because it was very iffy today and a lot of things weren't going well, everyone is getting refunded for every dollar that they spent today. So you should see that refund soon. And in general, if let's say you call somebody and it goes to a voicemail and it's on that voicemail for 2 hours long, right? And nothing's happening, but you're getting charged, you can email support at air.ai and just send them the time, your account name, your email, and then they'll be able to go in there and give you a refund once they verify that it was a voicemail or something besides a human conversation. You're also going to want to give them a timestamp for that so that they know which call it was so they can verify it. Also, they can now clean numbers. So if you're connected to an agency, you can talk to the agency and they'll be able to talk to Air and get your numbers cleaned. Also, the post-call outcome webhook. So all the post-call data information is going to be added to the post-call outcome webhook, and that's going to allow you to take the phone numbers, the emails, the transcript right out of post-call outcome as well. One thing that's going to happen though is that it is going to slow it down, so it's going to take a lot longer for the post-call outcome hook to be used because there's so much information in there, and by itself, it's already taking longer. Next is I know you guys want to be able to just pick up the phone and say, hey, let's book an appointment for 9 p.m. on Tuesday. And there is ways to do that even though Cal's not working, and I'll get into that in other videos. But I just wanted to tell you guys that soon they're going to be switching out of Cal because it's not actually an Air problem, it's a Cal problem. Cal is not working with them right now. So they're going to switch to a different calendar. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong one, but they're replacing them. Also, I know you guys are probably struggling with the copy paste, especially in the advanced editor. When you control V it just deletes your whole script. And right now, if you Control Z and then Control V again, that should fix it. But also sometimes the saving gets messed up, and there's just a whole bunch of problems with that. And they are going to go to a new editor somewhat soon. But they actually already just fixed the bug where the copy and pasting isn't working. They just haven't rolled it out, so it's not live yet. Should go live any day now because it's already done. Another thing is that very soon they're going to be adding like 5 webhooks for post call data, so you're going to be able to put those everywhere and use them with different agents. Now some bugs that were going on. I already talked about how the voice was being super slow and like weird, and that's all getting fixed up. You guys know about that. There's also 2 other bugs. One is that the campaigns sometimes are firing even if they're already off, and that's just a whole bunch of problems, but they know about it. And once again, if that did happen to you, you can email support at Air AI, and they'll fix it for you. They'll give you a refund. The other one is that sometimes recordings aren't showing, and I'm pretty sure it's just because they're backed up. So in a couple hours, hopefully, just in a couple hours, not a couple days, all those recordings will go into your recording box. If they don't, after even a couple days, then if you're with an agency, talk to them. If you're with me, talk to me. And if you're not, email support at Air AI, and hopefully they can give you some help too. All right, I hope you guys learned something from that. And as always, if you're new to Air, if you're a business just trying to get into Air, I have a link in my description. It's novaecho.tech, and you can go there and you can book a call with me so I can show you a demo. I can give you some tips, and I can help you get set up with Air. If you're an agency, however, and you don't like the service delivery part, maybe you're not confident in it yet, but you know how to sell, you know how to market, what I do is I do the service delivery for you so that you can focus on what you're good at. So that's novaecho.solutions. That's also in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.